It's gigantic! Welcome back to El Pilar, guys. And it's blooming! Can you see the blooms? The Phalaenopsis gigantea, discovered way back in 1909 and officially registered, so it's been around in the trade for quite a while. And this particular plant, this cultivar, was bred by Asendorfer Orchidien here in Germany. And this is a selfing of their cultivar, the gigantea Starship. Phalaenopsis gigantea Starship. So we've had this plant like a little under 2 years, and we got it because of the orchid board. There was a thread, and there was a guy with a fake name on there, and he mentioned this orchid, so of course I got all excited and had to buy one. And I will say it was our most expensive orchid, although it's been probably one of the most rewarding, if not for like centimeter of leaf growth. I mean, you know, per euro, because they're huge leaves. So when it came to us, it had most of this leaf that matured a little bit more, and then grew a few more centimeters our first summer with it. And then this leaf grew last summer, which was bigger than the last leaf, which is always a good sign. And finally, in October, it grew a spike. Well, it started growing a spike later than October. I would have to check exactly when. But it took a long time, and definitely our plant was behind. Like, we were seeing online all the other people posting pictures about like their giganteas in bloom. And this one was still kind of growing a spike and barely had any buds, but it finally grew 4 nice flowers. So a little bit about how we grow this plant. In summers, definitely we keep it off to the side in the grow room, the living room, which gets a couple 2-3 hours of like direct morning sun, although the angle from the window is yeah, it's pretty far if you consider direct sunlight. So it's bright light, but you know, we definitely keep the window and get ventilation and stuff. And then in the winter time, we grow it in the window, so we move it over a little bit so it gets direct light. But again, in the winter, the sun is at a lower angle, and like we get here in Germany like 1 sunny day a week if we're lucky through the winter, with high humidity and like kind of rainy stuff. So yeah, even though it's in direct sunlight on those days where it does get like blasted with sun for a good chunk of the day, it's pretty chilly in the room this winter. We definitely had it more chilly in the room, and it seems to have done fine. That's kind of how we do it. We water it once a week. Came in very large, chunky bark, and that's what we kept it in. We have not repotted it since we've had it, although this spring, after the flowers drop, it is planned for a repot into, again, large bark. So it gets a lot of airy medium. Normally we had it growing, oh yeah, water once a week, and soak 15 minutes. Normally we have it growing in a bigger pot with a little plastic pot underneath. So there's a lot of air movement around the roots. And when we grow it at all times of the year, we try to keep it close to an edge so like there's air moving up from the floor around the leaves. These are all the things we've read online, and is Porky. Hi, Porky had to come and say hi. All right. So these are all the things that we've, and yeah, we've tried to implement them, and yeah, it's bloomed pretty nice. Flowers are really cool. If you're, you know, these species types, the flowers are much different. It's a very heavy, waxy flower with this really nice spotting that's burgundy, kind of maroonish color, and this green background. So all in all, the plant and the flower are both very nice. Downside, it does take up a lot of space, but we're happy to make room for it here at El Pilar. Another quick, you know, bud watch on the hybrid of a gigantea. This is Gigantea alba. The Yang Yang supermodel is the name of that hybrid. Phalaenopsis gigantea alba, crossed with Junghel gelbe canary. That name's also tough to say. And yeah, so that is a really nice hybrid. Thanks guys for checking in, and we will see you back here at El Pilar soon. Have a good one.